It has been such a long time since I've been able to play this game. Oh my goodness, guys. I got married, we had the holidays, my birthday, and I did plan enough and make enough videos to get through that, but then I got sick, so it's been like even longer. It's currently Valentine's Day, and I'm so excited to finally get back into this game. As of right now, we're looking for a discovery here. It's a little hard to find. It's one of those ones that's just kind of floating in the middle of the ocean, so I'm hoping we're not spinning in circles here too long, but it's just in this area around here. I may have to cut back when I find it. Ah, here we go. I found it. Sweet. So you found the balloon flower. Balloon flower, a curious plant whose colorful fruit sways in the wind like a balloon. When the thin outer shell is popped, a sweet fragrance is released. It was often seen throughout the world in more peaceful times, but of late, the fruits are seldom seen. So super cool to find that. It gives you a little bit of an idea of where it is in relation to this. And since we have upgraded our ship, we are able to fly through the sky rifts now, which is amazing. It's going to make our life so much easier. We're going to be able to find things so much faster and get through the world. I'm honestly so in love with it. We'll never have to go through like the South Ocean again or anything, and we'll just be able to zip around places really fast, which is exciting. And then there should be a discovery right up here. The giant squid nest. We thought it was just a big rock, but when we threw the anchor, this huge eyeball opened up and these red legs came out of nowhere. We just ran for it and barely made it out with our ship in one piece. An anonymous sailor. Ooh, I'm like lined up perfectly to catch those fish. Awesome. I definitely need to work on that. And over here we actually have something new and something that we need for Vice the Legend. Ooh, that looked so cool flying next to us. Oh, that was weird. It looked really cool until like right when I said it looked cool. That was funny. But this is one of the 4 monsters that we will have to face in order to get Vice the Legend. This is Abispo, a giant squid. He is honestly really cool looking. I quite like him. Ah, that squid's huge. It's bigger than our ship. I've heard stories about a giant squid, but I never actually believed any of them. Alright everyone, battle stations. Yeah, so he is one of 4. It looks like we just have cannons, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I don't want to use magic too much. Do we happen to have some Apowax? We do. Awesome. And then I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody else focus. There is a bit of a new conundrum that we face when we go into these ship battles now. Vice used to be the one that we focused with because he earned more than everybody else when focusing, but now he's the party member that does the most damage since we've lost Enrique. Or no, since we've lost Drachma and gained Enrique. There we go. So tongue-tied. But I'm thinking with Enrique's ring that he has on and it allowing him to gain more spirit, that will be okay in the end. So I think that'll work out for us, even though we're losing from Vice not focusing anymore. It is really a shame though. I know we've not had Drachma for a while, but I really do miss him. Like, I'm still holding onto his mace hand and everything. I think even like as a child, that was devastating to see. Even though I didn't get that far, I did get to watch my grandpa get that far in the game, and it broke my heart. I was so devastated, honestly. I'm still devastated about it, and I knew it was gonna happen, so here we are. Oh no, we missed. That sucks. All right, we get another turn to go. Let's hope this one turns out a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and have Aika join in as well. I'm not that worried about spirit points to the point where people can't attack at all, so let's go ahead and see if we can do some damage to this thing. I don't think the Moonstone Cannon will be enough to like take him down. That's generally been our go-to in all of these fights, is like, oh, just wait till you have your Harpoon Cannon, or wait till you have your Moonstone Cannon, and I think that's going to start to be not as viable of a strategy. You have to like actually do more during the turn, so definitely looking forward to getting some upgrades. I really like the sub-cannons or secondary cannons, whatever they're called in this game. I've already forgotten. Totally terrible, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting some more of those and some torpedoes as well. We could also shoot some magic, but I don't know what Abispo's color is. Everything has an affinity for something. I guess we could assume he might be blue, since he is so blue. But he doesn't have the ring like everybody else, so I'm not entirely sure. He won't be that hard though. The Delphinus is pretty tough, honestly. I imagine us not struggling too much as long as we're paying attention to like our health bar. We should be fine. Oh, his leg just flew off. That was gross. That was such a gross noise. I did not like that. Ew. I'm really loving the animations. I don't think they really improved the graphics much, if at all, between the Dreamcast and the GameCube version. So considering the time that this game was made, they're really impressive. Like, that's a pretty fluid movement for that many legs, and like to see them fall off and everything. Of course, the one in the middle is like standstill, which is a little weird, but I'm pretty impressed with all the effort they put into like every one of these little fights and like all the monsters and stuff. There's a ton of them in this game, and they look really good. Vice, we're all awaiting your orders. What should we do? Let's go ahead and not swing behind it, because every time he attacks us, he always seems to be attacking us from in front of us, so I think it'll be better for us. Yeah, and it looks like that was the right option, so let's go ahead and use the Moonstone Cannon with Vice, of course. Oh, you can't use Noxus on him? I just realized you can only use the green healing magic. That's so funny. Alright, well, let's go ahead and throw Pyrum at him. I like how it's like remembering he's lost all these legs and the animations of the ship and Obispo moving around. This is so cool. Oh, so close. 2,400 damage. That was almost 25,000 damage. Alright, I'm not too worried about it. I think I'm just gonna have everybody else... Oh, well, maybe not. Just in case he misses. Worse has happened to us. I'll go ahead and attack with Ica as well. And hopefully we'll be good and out of here. Why did we do such less damage right there? Incram could not have buffed us that much. Are you insane? No, am I gonna have to do another turn? Oh no. Well, I'm glad I had Ica join in. Hopefully Ica can get him out. Ica did it. I'm not sure why Vice did like such pathetic damage compared to Ica, but I'll take it. I will take it. Real quick, I wanted to show you guys the map. I had a total brain fart and just flew off without you guys. Forgot to like bring you along. But that was Obispo, one of 4 of the monsters that we will be facing. Honestly, with the Delphinus in mind, he's really not that hard. He doesn't have any crazy mechanics to him. You just have to like whittle him down and survive. So a little bit disappointing considering we've been fighting cooler ones like the Gigas and the Little Jack that were quite challenging, honestly. Stone City, the ruins of a settlement built into a solid rock wall with countless passageways connecting the dwellings. The homes appear to have been abandoned hastily, but no evidence has been found that explains exactly what happened. And it is quite dark over here. My goodness gracious, I cannot see a thing. Alright, I had to change some of the settings so I have a chance of seeing in the dark, because there is actually another discovery. There is a little island floating around here. There it is. Yeah, but this game is really dark sometimes. Sometimes you have to turn up the brightness. I have found the Philosophy Stone. Though my body may age and the sun may set, the soul of a sailor still burns inside me. As long as I can dream, I shall travel the skies. As long as there are skies, my journey shall continue. A Sailor's Philosophy by Anonymous. Real quick, before we got too far into anything, I did realize that I forgot to show you guys something about Ducat's coin. Vice the Daring, of course I've heard of you. Everyone talks about your exploits. Welcome to the Sailors Guild. Wait, is that the legendary Ducat's coin? How did you find it? I'll pay you 20,000 gold for it. Yeah, but that's just something I wanted to show you guys real quick, just because I totally blanked on the fact that you could do it, and I needed to also upgrade my ship parts here. So hopefully this guy will have something for us. I'm not too sure though. Maybe Valua took it all. Wouldn't that suck? They didn't. Awesome. I can get some improved cannons. Awesome. Oh, and it seems that we have something over here. A cham. I didn't even realize that. I was literally just walking through to go talk to the merchant. So there is a cham here. Oh my goodness. That is such a cool find. Which tells me that I probably also didn't grab this moonberry here in the chest. Sweet. I'm glad that I came back here, honestly. I literally just came here to upgrade my ship. It seems I have to go this way in order to get to the shops above. But I remembered about Ducat's coin, found a moonberry, and a cham for Keeple, so there you go. Alrighty, so we have just left Nazrad, and we want to go ahead and make our way over to this vortex of sorts that separates Nazrad from Valua, because there is actually a discovery in here that we would previously have not been able to get to, and it can be a little bit finicky, but it is in this cyclone here. The ship graveyard. This North Channel route was once feared as the home of the monster that ate ships, but in reality, it is an area where currents are so strong that the previous generation of ships lacked the power and hull strength to make it through. Yeah, so that was actually really difficult to find. I literally had to go up and down in every which way. Now I'm super disoriented, but we are going to be making our way over to Horteca. Fortunately, we can go ahead and just fly right through all of these things, not having to go through the South Ocean or anything like that ever again if we don't feel like it. I just have to make sure that I don't end up in Valuan airspace. Alrighty, so we are finally back in Horteca, and I am back towards the Elder's Hut. We want to go ahead and make our way up the ladder because one of our crew members is actually up above. All you need to have in order to get this crew member is have found the Ixinus village, which is a discover we found, oh my gosh, forever ago when we first entered this area. It's honestly pretty easy to find, and we will need it for a bounty, so hopefully you have found it as well. Yes, my man up here, Tika Tika. You have a nice ship. Have you flown around here a lot? Do you know this area well? Have you seen a ship with all women sailors around here? Sometimes I see them flying nearby. They're very different from the women here. Even with my eyes, I cannot always see where they go. I'm very curious about them. Women only? Maybe you're talking about the village of the Ixinus. Yes, that must be it. So there really is a village of only women. I've been searching for it for many years, thank you. You're the best sailor I know. Take me with you on your ship. I want to travel with you. Really? You'll join the crew of my ship? That's right, I'll join your crew. I've been looking for someone who can make good use of my incredible eyes. With my eyes, I can see the enemy from far away. Other things too, as clear as day. This will be useful to you. And there actually is going to be another crew member here that we can go ahead and grab. You're going to want to make your way over to where we got the Tropica from the man in the hut. So I will meet you guys over there. Alrighty, so I have gone ahead and made my way back up to the man with the Tropica fruit. You're going to want to go ahead and take this slide down to the tavern, and that'll take you to our next crew member. In here, there we go. I was wondering why I couldn't move. There was a little bit of the animation left still, but she's in here. That's a very powerful ship that you have. I hope one day I will board a ship. I look for comrades to help me get my revenge on Valua. I wrote a letter to Quetia and sent it to the sky. I asked Quetia to please send me strong warriors to aid my cause. And could this be that letter by any chance? I picked it up in the ocean. Your animation was glitchy right there. That was funny. That is the letter I wrote to Quetia. I sent it looking for help. Quetia surely sent you to me. You must be the warriors that I'm waiting for. Please take me with you. I want to fight against Valua. I may not be strong, but I can dance. My dancing will lift everyone's spirits. Yeah, so that's all of the crew members that we can get in Horteca. Honestly, they're pretty cool, and I quite like them. I will have to start going through the roster on the crew, because the way the crew works is that you'll have a double for each slot, and one will be active and one will be standby, so you'll only get the stat boost or special move from one of the crew members, not both of them. So that'll definitely have to be something we sort through, but right now I don't think we have that many that are doubled up, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, and like I said, we do have another bounty here up ahead. It is the Ixinus demons, who are honestly quite interesting. They've been seen taking men from ships, so let's go ahead and interact with them and figure out who they are. Hey, this looks like the ships of one of the pirates on the Sailors Guild wanted list. Let's go ahead and move in closer. I love how it always gives you the option to back out of these fights. What is this thing? I've never seen a ship like this before. I wonder if there are men aboard this ship. Shall we attack this ship as usual? I'm sure someone will come out then. What's all the noise? Hey, who are you?
Hey! No!
He's actually kind of cute. We haven't caught one this cute in a while. Well, maybe today's our lucky day. But what's with the eye patch? He's got no fashion sense. What are you talking about? I think it gives him some flair. Wow, Tara, you have really bad taste. Fine then, I'll just keep him all to myself. Hey, that's not fair. Hey, that's not fair. Who are these girls? I know, they've got to be those girls that I read about at the Sailors Guild. You know, the Ixinus demons? But who'd have thought that the Ixinus demons would be 3 little girls? Kinda anticlimactic if you ask me. Hey, who are these 2 ugly girls? And they're starting to get on my nerves. They're probably just jealous because we're so much younger and prettier. And that's why I hate old hags like them. Hey. These 3 are really getting on my nerves. And why would we be jealous of you little twerps in the first place? And Fina, don't just stand there. Say something. They're insulting us. Aika, what's an old hag? Go figure. Well then everyone, I hope you're ready. Of course. I'm always ready. Well, Mr. Handsome, you best prepare yourself, because if we beat you, you'll have to marry one of us. Yeah, so those girls are definitely quite interesting. I honestly find them incredibly amusing, but as amusing as they are, do not take them lightheartedly. I'm going to go ahead and use the Glyph of Might. If you were to do this, normally you would want to go ahead and save up enough spirit points to go ahead and Pirate's Wrath, but I actually still have my Aura of Valor, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Let's go ahead and also throw on a Glyph of Speed, and Enrique is going to go ahead and Justice Shield the party to keep them safe. Like I said, these girls are not a joke. They do have a super move when all 3 of them are on the battlefield that is called Chalk Maul. It will really, really hurt. And not only do all 3 of them use that special move, but then the 2 others can attack on top of that. So it's definitely a good idea to get one of them out right away. And you're gonna want to go for their healer, whose name I've completely forgotten at this point. But she's the one with the staff that's trying to attack Athena, and as you can see, we're not really doing a lot of damage. This is where these girls really, really suck. Their attacks have a chance to cast Sleep on your characters, so please be smarter than me and do not sell all your items that protect you from status ailments, because I have gotten rid of those, so I'm gonna have to just hope for the best. And they are putting Quicka on themselves. I do believe they also buff themselves with Incremis, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't use Prophecy. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Blue Rogues. Summon all active members of the Delphinus crew. Attack varies depending on crew. We're gonna hope for the best, guys.
Attack!
This is what I'm paying for.
Get a load of these!
I never miss.
Take this!
Well, that was definitely the move. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately for us, it only took out half their health, but it did heal us, so that's cool. Is she still asleep? I can't tell if Ika's still asleep. I think she is. That's super unfortunate. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do here is go ahead and Cutlass Fury, and we want to go ahead and go for Lyra here. I'm also going to go ahead and use this Electrum Box. I know Ika's still asleep, but I really can't stop to help her right now. She's just gonna have to like hope for the best. And of course, Enrique is stuck in Justice Shield prison. I'm hoping the girls don't get a chance to heal themselves though. Once we get one of them out of the field, this will be a million times easier. There we go, she's down. All right, we are so much better off here. I like how I had this great plan to come in here with Prophecy and like one-shot them all in one go, and it was gonna be amazing. totally didn't work out that way. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of Hera here. Enrique, you're gonna have to just Justice Shield. Sorry, buddy. The girls aren't very useful in this fight, unfortunately, but as long as they're up, we're okay. Oh no, Enrique, come back. Alright, let's hope we got this one down. Oh no, she's still up. Shoot. Oh, she's good. She's good. Okay, Vice, go ahead and don't do that. Go ahead and just attack her regularly. I'm gonna go ahead and actually use her super move, which is Lunar Cleansing, and heal the rest of our party of their Stalindus ailments. So that'll be really, really, really nice. I'm not sure if I've shown this off for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and not skip it. I did forget to get Lunar Winds too before this fight, which is a move that Fina has. This could be a great idea for you guys to grab because it also removes the enemy's buffs, which is really, really nice, and I quite like that idea. Fortunately, these girls have not gotten the chance to do too much to us. Oh, she is really irritating with that sleep. It's okay though, we're totally gonna get her down real quick here. Go ahead and use Cutlass Fury. Go ahead and use this Crystales box here. You know what, actually? I think she'll do better damage if I go ahead and have her use her Lambda Burst, and then Fina can go ahead and use the Electrum box. I don't really have to worry too much about curing Enrique of his sleep at this point now that there's only one of them left, not to mention he'll still get credit if he's asleep, so it's really not the biggest worry in the entire world if it takes us a second to get her out of here. Alright, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Let's go ahead and just have the girls guard. I don't want them to get wrecked too much. She must have been guarding last turn because we actually did way better damage that time. What the heck? That was the fight. They can be quite tough. I would say remember items that make it so you don't fall asleep. That'll definitely be in your best interest.
No way!
How could this be? We're the Ixanis' most powerful warriors. I can't believe we lost. Now that that's settled, you guys have to promise not to cause any more trouble. Defeat is defeat. You won fair and square, so we promise that we'll behave. But finding a good and strong man to marry is one of the traditions of the Ixanis warriors. One day, we all hope to find a man like you. Like me. Well, best of luck to you. Next time you come through this area, you best be careful. We might just come after you again. As for you old hags, you best be careful too. If you don't keep an eye on your man, we just might snatch him away from you both. Hey! Just get out of here already, will ya? I'm getting tired of hearing your jabbering. Farewell, Mr. Handsome, and don't be afraid to come back and play. Those girls are quite silly, but they did drop 2 cool items. We did get another Aura of Valor, but more importantly in here we got the Tropica, which will increase hit points by 200. And of course I'm going to give that to Fina because once Enrique catches up in levels, he will have more hit points than Fina here. And we want to actually go ahead and make our way... I'm a little disoriented here. Yeah, we want to go ahead and make our way this way, because there is a discovery that we're going to be able to grab up ahead, as well as another crew member, so we definitely want to go ahead and make our way to that. We're just going to make our way through where the iron wall or curtain used to be that Valua had. You can actually see it in the distance here, and hopefully it doesn't fly too fast, because it would suck if we missed this. Oh no, it's flying away, I wasn't ready. Come back. I hope I don't get another encounter. I was getting a lot of them there. You have found the Tricyclone. A dangerous triplet of cyclones, sailors have dreaded the legendary Tricyclone for centuries. It is said that if you encounter it, all you can do is pray. However, it is also said that in the center lies the treasure of 1,000 air pirates. So definitely a cool discovery. Also very easy to miss, and we can go ahead and make our way to our next destination, which is this absolutely ridiculous building over here. So this is actually Gordo's bistro. He's over here, so we can go ahead and talk to him real quick. Oh hey, it's you, Vice. Don't you remember me? It's me, Gordo, the Black Pirate. I had a change of heart, and I decided to open this restaurant here in North Ocean. It's a nice place, don't you think? I have taken flavors from the four corners of the world and made a new style of cooking. Yeah, so he's gone ahead and given up being a black pirate. There is a cham over here. It's a little annoying to get if you don't know exactly where it's at, just because there's so many objects to talk with here. But it is kind of next to this. A fruit platter. Just be mindful because you can accidentally end up talking to like everybody and their mom here. Such a mellow fragrance, and it's so blue that it's almost as if they melted a moonstone. Air pirates may think all Lokwa is the same, but in my opinion, New World Lokwa is the best. Let's go ahead and try to get away from the horrible camera angles that we're stuck with. Not only does this place serve gourmet food, but they serve you lots of it. And I heard that the owner used to be an air pirate too. This place is great. And most importantly in here, we have a good old friend Domingo. Wait a minute. Are you Vice? You're a legend among sailors across the skies. You know of me, right? I'm the traveling treasure hunter Domingo. I travel the world looking for new discoveries. It's quite a relaxing job if you ask me. If it's okay with you, I would like you to join my crew. Let us work together and find all the discoveries in the world. Sorry, but the only people that I team up with are beautiful women or men who are better treasure hunters than myself. Well, if you can find at least 30 discoveries, I'll admit that you're better, but I doubt that there's anyone that could actually do that. I wouldn't talk so fast. I've already found more than 30 discoveries. Really? I don't believe it. You actually found more than 30 discoveries? You truly are a treasure hunter, Vice. Like I promised, I'll join you in your quest. And besides, you've got two very beautiful women with you. How can I resist? Alright, so we now have another lookout in our party. You can eat here. It costs 4,000 gold a person, and I don't know what it does. And there's like no cool animation, so I'm gonna go ahead and just hold on to my gold. Alrighty, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and make our way down towards this bit of the map. That will be where we need to head to continue our story, so I will meet you guys over there. Alright, I'm back. I had myself a nice little break for my voice, even though I am feeling a lot better. Sometimes, like, my voice just gives out. It is what it is. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys Esperanza real quick. I like the little ships and stuff that you can see that have been flung back by the Dark Rift over here, which I think is quite cool. But let's go ahead and make our way inside and check it out ourselves. That sky rift looks worse than any of the others. If we tried to power our way through it, I think the Delphinus would get ripped to pieces. But if we don't go through there, we won't be able to reach Yafutoma. Isn't there something we can do? Ew. Enrique, are you feeling any better? No, to be completely honest, I feel awful. Why don't you guys take a look around the city? I don't think it would be wise for me to move in my condition. I'll stay here and look after Enrique. Alright, Aika. Let's go check out the city. Someone here has to know how to get to Yafutoma. I hate the sound of somebody throwing up. That was so gross, honestly. Like, the sound of somebody else throwing up makes me want to throw up. This city was built by Valua during a time when Valua was trying to extend its hand of influence into the rumored countries of the Far East. Everyone used to be so full of hope here, but once people realized that it was impossible to get through the Dark Rift, that hope disappeared. Then, one day, Valua decided to leave the city to rot. The sailors here lost their ships, their crews, and their dreams. Why are you still in the armor, though? Like, I get not staying with Valua, right? But why would you stay in the armor? Like, surely there had to be better clothes to wear. Huh? What did you say? You're trying to go to the east? Not even the Valuans could get past that maelstrom. Don't talk crazy like that. Honestly, I think this guy has one of the coolest ships home thingies ever. That's honestly super awesome. Let's go ahead and make our way into town. I'm sure there's plenty of more people down on their hopes and down on their luck in here that we can get to give us a better idea of what's going on and possibly a way through the rift. She kind of looks like Misty from Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's the newcomers. Let me guess. You came here hoping to get to the legendary lands to the east, right? My parents were the same way. When I was just a little girl, my parents brought me here with the plans of going to the lands to the east. Our ship sank, and I've been here ever since. But what a waste. The rest of the world will never be able to see how pretty I've become. Huh? My parents? They went down with our ship, killed by that maelstrom. Hey, don't worry about it. They were foolish for thinking they could get through the Dark Rift anyway. Girl, those are your parents. The Dark Rift is a giant sky rift. It's an evil maelstrom. I have heard that once you're inside the vortex, everything goes a little strange. There's no light, and compasses don't work. Basically, it's easy to lose track of where you came from. Well, at least that's what some of the survivors said. I don't know if they're telling the truth or not, though. Dang, you didn't even make it that far in? You suck. Let's go ahead and make our way down the ladder here. There is a few things. You can already hear our lovely Cupel going crazy, which means there's probably a jam down here. Sweet. I was really hopeful that it was a jam. We've gotten quite a few choms lately, and they don't really do anything for us. Looks like that door does not have access to it because the little walkway has been blown away. I do need to pull up my chest guide here in a minute to make sure that I'm grabbing all of these because I didn't even realize that I had almost missed one back in Nazrad until I walked back over there. Alrighty, and then we are going to go ahead and skip the building that was to our right there. It is the inn, and we don't quite need that at the moment. It's probably really easy to miss, but there is a switch right here that will drop this nifty little ladder here, and if I could get good, I could climb up it. Let's see if we can talk to this guy over here after we grab this chest. These Valuan uniforms aren't going to be of any use to you. Honestly, all of our armor is better at this point. And just looking at this fortified lighthouse, you can see how important the city was to Valua. But now it's nothing more than a giant tower of metal, broken cannons and all. Well, I suppose people are the same. If you're not constantly brushing up on your skills, you'll start to get rusty, just like this old tower. Well, we're the same as the scrap metal you see here. Nothing but useless rust. Damn you, you big piece of junk. Ooh, okay. Honestly, that's better than what I thought he was doing. I honestly thought he was just there, like, passed out. It would make sense for the town. There's always got to be a town drunk in one of these. There is a lighthouse up here, and if we climb up this ladder that is uber ridiculously long, I'm not sure why the game has so many long ladders like this. And there's rumors of a PlayStation remake of this. Again, rumors, no confirmation. But it would be really nice if we were able to get that, and if there was like some quality of life improvements, like being able to skip the magic cutscenes, as well as maybe shorten some of the ladders. The ladders are pretty ridiculous in this game. But there is a moonfish around the back of this, so it's definitely worth coming up here. We have not gotten to see Doc in forever, but I have not had any moonfish this game. It's really interesting in that regard because you spend so long away from Doc sometimes and you still have like nothing to give him. But to be fair, I feel like we've been doing a lot of like bounties and discoveries and gathering our crew members, so it makes sense that we haven't really had anything to give Doc for what feels like forever because we haven't been actually doing the story for the most part. Alrighty, and then we are going to want to go ahead and just skip this building. There's a few more people that we can talk to, but we want to go ahead and make our way to the only merchant in town who has a little bit of everything. I've heard that there are very rare fish that live in and around the Dark Rift. In fact, there are fish that haven't changed since the days before the Old World. I wonder what they look like. Yeah, so this guy has literally everything you could need in town, which is very good. I would highly recommend stocking up on your ship repair kits. Hint, you're going to need those really bad. And then there is a sneaky chest back here containing a moonberry, which makes 3 chests that we have found in total. And there is a guy here in the back corner of the room that you're gonna go ahead and talk to. You're not from around here, are you? Actually, we just came into town and we were wondering if there was someone here who could help us. So you came to me. Well, that's just great. By the way, the name is Dawn. Now ask me your question and be on your way. You know that sky rift to the east? How do you get through it? So you're looking for a way to cross the dark rift, eh? So the world is still full of fools. What? Are you kids serious? You're trying to cross the dark rift? They don't stand a chance. Someone better tell their parents where they are. Kid, that's no ordinary sky rift. During the war, this cape was discovered and this city was built. This place is the edge of the world. If you try and go any further east, you'll be killed. Hundreds of men, good men, have died trying. But there's always a few fools that don't heed the warnings. The Dark Rift usually claims them. Some of the best sailors from all over the world tried to cross the Dark Rift. They came from everywhere. One by one, they tried to pass through the Dark Rift. All of them failed. The ships that enter the Dark Rift are either pushed away by the winds, or they get sucked in, never to return. My crew and I lost our ship. We were lucky to survive. After a while, sailors stopped coming. All we do now is sit around here and wait to die. Some things are just impossible, kid. Why don't you go back to where you came from and have your mommy tell you bedtime stories? Hey! What's wrong with you people? You've thrown your lives away. Don't you care about anything? Vice, let's go. We're just wasting our time here. Thanks for telling me about the Dark Rift. Before I go, I just want to say that I've never met a more pitiful bunch in my life. If you lose sight of one dream, replace it with another. Think about how much you could have accomplished in the time you've spent here. Just because you couldn't cross the Dark Rift, are you just going to sit here for the rest of your life? Because you tried something once and failed, are you going to throw away the rest of your life? There's a whole world out there to see. Don't you have any desire to sail again? Ina, what is it? Vice, Aika, come to the port quickly. The Armada is coming. What? What are they doing here? Aika, let's move. We should hurry back to the port. That huge armored ship belongs to the Admiral Gregorio. Gregorio is the best defensive tactician the Valuan Armada has ever seen. They even nicknamed him Iron Wall. Interesting, he's forming a blockade around the town. Prince Enrique. I've come on behalf of Admiral Gregorio. He has an urgent message for you. I see. Well done. I hope my prince finds himself in good health. I heard that you had a change of heart, or were perhaps brainwashed by the air pirates. Empress Theodora has sent me to escort my prince back to Valua so that he may recover. If my prince refuses to comply, my ships will regrettably begin firing upon the city tomorrow at noon. Your humble servant, Gregorio. Uncle Gregorio is asking me to surrender. Uncle? Oh, Gregorio was an admiral in the Armada, even before my father passed away. He helped raise me when I was growing up. He's always been like an uncle to me. I know that he doesn't want to fight, and he really does want me to surrender. But I can't go back. Not after everything they've done. Even if it means I have to fight him. Enrique. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Gregorio is the most honorable man that I've ever met. He won't break his word.
Uh-huh.
I understand. We should rest on land tonight and keep you off the ship until tomorrow. The last thing you need is for your uncle to see you throwing up over the railing in the heat of battle. Great. Now you're starting to sound just like Aika. I'm sorry. Come on, let's stay at the inn tonight. We're gonna need our rest. It's time to go fight Admiral Gregorio. It's going to be a tough battle. Give it everything you've got. Aye, aye. Hey, you aren't actually going to fight against the Armada, are you? Huh? You're planning to fight Admiral Gregorio by yourselves. Yep, that's the plan. I don't doubt your abilities, but I used to be a Valuan soldier. I know what the Armada can do. Going up against one of their admirals is crazy. Our ship is the best there is. We're faster than Gregorio's ship, and I think we can match his firepower. But even if you win, you'll never get through the Dark Rift. Like I said yesterday, our ship is the best there is. Our engines are more powerful than you think. And it might just be powerful enough to get us through the Dark Rift. Besides, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to see what it was like beyond the edge of the world. That very edge is right in front of me. I have a chance to do what nobody has ever done before. I have a chance to make history today. If I said that I'm not scared, I'd be lying, but I won't let this opportunity pass me by. The chance to fulfill my childhood dreams lies right in front of me. You don't expect me to give up, do you? I suppose then, no matter what I say, you're not going to listen. The Dark Rift is a giant vortex. If you can get through one side, you'll reach the giant eye in the middle. It is rumored that the eye is calm. There are other calm pockets along the edges of the Dark Rift. If you can find one of the pockets, you might have half a chance.
Uh-huh.
I see. Thank you. I'll come back here when I'm done, I promise. Admiral, the Delphinus is approaching. It is moving into attack position. My orders were to bring him back alive, or kill him if he refuses. We must do everything in our power to take him alive. All ships, prepare to attack. The Delphinus is the Armada's most powerful ship. Our adversaries may be young, but we can't underestimate them. Vice, the Armada is getting ready to attack us. This is it. Everyone, man your battle stations. We've got to get past Admiral Gregorio's defenses. We will defeat him, then we'll get through the Dark Rift and reach Yafutoma.
Let's go.
Aye aye. Air pirate scum, hand the prince over. You'll pay for kidnapping and brainwashing him. So this is going to be a 3-part ship battle, which is quite intense, honestly. We are going to go ahead and try to do a decent amount of damage. Ooh, we don't have enough to do more than that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just use the torpedo then. That is a-okay. I like the 10-inch coil cannon a lot better, but, you know, what we have is what we have. And then we'll go ahead and use one of our Appa kits and go ahead and focus with Enrique. I'm really hoping that Enrique is earning more spirit through the ring that he has on when he's focusing and not like it's just a passive effect. Also, sorry if you can hear my cat being the noisiest crazy baby in the world. They're shaking the couch pretty hard, so I'm sure it's shaking the desk pretty hard. I can't help it. It's their room too, you know? But this battle shouldn't be too hard. It's just about like any dinky ship battle. You kind of just wait for your moonstone cannon to come out, or you wail on it as hard as you can and it goes down without much effort. You do need to be careful though going into the next fight just because your health will not recover at all in any of these fights and you will just be thrown into the next battle. So that's about really the only difficulty that comes from the first ship battle is you just need to pay attention to your health. Ooh, like I said, see, we're already wailing on him. We hit him twice and took out a quarter of his health. Alright, we have enough for our Moonstone Cannon. I'm going to go ahead and just guard with everybody else. I kind of want to see if the spirit points carry over to the next battle since your health carries over, but I'm going to doubt that's the case. But if we start the next round, next battle with an absurd amount of spirit points, we will know that it carries over. For science, why not? Oh, we won't get the chance to do it because we're using the Moonstone Cannon. I forgot. Yeah, go, turn. No, not that way. You idiots, what are you doing? You're supposed to fire all your cannons right there. Yeah, get them. Hey, they're not that bad. Huh? Or are they gonna get caught in the crossfire? Oh, no. Incoming! They still need to get past the next line of ships. They still have a long way to go. Alright, it looks like we are still not facing anybody that's going to be tough. But I'm sure this one will be a slightly tougher. We didn't seem to start with a boost to anything. We don't have our increments anymore as well, which is about what I expected, but still sad nonetheless. I will go ahead and use the torpedo as well, and then we will go ahead and just focus up. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity to use the Moonstone Cannon, but just in case this ship is tougher than a Moonstone Cannon shot, I want to make sure that we have whittled down its health a little bit. Again, I don't think this is going to be terribly hard. Just be mindful of your health as you're going into the next battle, and make sure that you've tried your best to top off. Yeah, see, we're doing such good damage, even without, like, increments on us or anything like that. We did get a speed wax from the previous fight, so I will definitely be putting that on once we get to Gregorio's ship. I'm not sure how to pronounce his ship, honestly. It's like Ariga, which does not feel right to me. Ariga, maybe? I'm not really sure. I feel like Valua is based on, like, Spanish influence, so I'm sure there's, like, some fancy Spanish pronunciation that I'm just not doing with it. If any of you have an idea, I would love to know. It's kind of hard to find information like that on an older game like this because everything's, like, in some random form of, like, people talking, usually in game facts, so... And, like, who knows where they got their information from, right? Ooh, it looks like we're gonna get the option to use our Moonstone Cannon next turn. So we do want to be a little bit mindful of how many spirit points we are using. Maybe one less of the 10-inch cannon, and then we can go ahead and focus with everybody else. That Moonstone Cannon is going to be right at the start, though, which is going to be unfortunate. We're probably not going to be able to top off before we go into the next fight. So that'll be something we have to do really quick, but I'm not too worried about it because we do have a complete kit I can use as like an oh no button, you know? Alright, here comes some of our attacks. Let's see how this 10-inch cannon does. 750, not bad, not bad. About what you'd expect from it. I feel like the secondary cannons, when you use those, honestly what you're getting is more accuracy, whereas the torpedoes can do a lot of damage if you can get them to hit. So, you know, it's like a trade-off. Do you want more accuracy or do you want more damage? Ooh, that was not a good round for them. They missed us a ton there. My goodness. Alright, let's go ahead and close in and look for an opening, and that was the right option to pick. Oh, it looks like we have crew commands that we can do down there. That's cool. I did not know that. Just in case this doesn't take him out, I'll go ahead and use a deluxe kit and then just another cannon. I'm pretty sure the Moonstone Cannon's gonna take him out, but just so we don't have to do a bonus round. I've had that happen a few times where I've been like too confident in like the Moonstone Cannon or the damage that another character is gonna do, and either just miss entirely or like misjudge the damage that I'm about to do and then have to do another round, and it's like a round of shame. Definitely don't want to be in that boat. And we took him out. It is not a worry at all. Down he goes. Alright, we're doing great. Gregorio's ship, dead ahead. He'll be in range shortly. Uncle Gregorio, I can't let you take me back.
Yes.
Alright, full speed ahead. It's now or never. Prince Enrique, please forgive me for taking up arms against you, but you leave me no choice. I will not allow you to escape. You will not get past the Ariga. I'm gonna just call it that because it sounds cool. I don't even know if that's the right pronunciation, but that's what we're going for. Alrighty, it looks like we have a ton of C commands that I'm going to try my best to make use of. We are also going to need to heal, so we definitely need to also make use of some of our deluxe kits. We should be okay though, I'm not too terribly worried about us being able to beat him. We just need to be mindful of when he does his super move. But there's been a lot of mentions about our speed. So I'm thinking if we use like Quicka shortly before he uses his attack, we might be able to dodge it. Every one of these fights has some little thing that you can do right before they attack that'll help you dodge it. So I'm gonna try and see if we cast a Quicka right before he attacks, if that will let us avoid his super move. I really want to test that out. That is definitely something I have not ever seen, but we've gotten a lot of messages about being speedy, so let's see how that goes for us. Alright, let's see how much damage we do here. I'm not faithful that that'll do a ton to him. Yeah, we did like 9,300 and it barely took out his health, so we're definitely going to need to wail on him, but also use our Moonstone Cannon to get him down. I'm not surprised. He's known as the Admiral of Defense. As I stated before, Gregorio has been named the Iron Wall by his peers. He is the Armada's best defense tactician. I have heard that he sets up a tight defense and waits for his enemy to make even the smallest mistake. It is then that he attacks. I want to actually save my Quicka. I think he's going to do his super move on that red square, so let's go ahead and just wail on the guy this turn. I think we're not going to be able to go one more. No, we're not. Okay, what I'm going to do actually is have her use the 10-inch cannon. It's doing a little bit more damage because it's hitting more often, which is enough for me to go ahead and take it. And then let's go ahead and focus up. The next turn, I'm going to have both Fina and Enrique work on buffing us because we'll lose our Incremis and we'll need to put it back on us, but we'll also need to put on the Quicka to see if we can prove my theory right here that if we cast it, it'll help us avoid his whole smash or whatever his attack is called. I'm really hoping it does because that would be so cool. Ooh, 4,000 damage? That is not bad at all. Go Aika. I'm actually really liking that 10-inch cannon. Oh my gosh, we've already got him down to half health. Look at us go. Are we even going to get to use our Moonstone Cannon? Alrighty, moment of truth. We've got all our attacks set up. Enrique is going to go ahead and buff us with Incremis. And I did go ahead and use the Speed Wax. I'm hoping the turn before, and not the turn of, the attack will be enough, but we'll see how this goes. If not, we'll definitely do a ton of damage to him. He's also done quite a decent amount of damage to us. Like, we're not that much higher health than him, so we may find ourselves in a pickle the next round if we don't avoid his whole smash. I've really put all my eggs in one basket here, and I'm hoping it works out in my favor. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if we avoid it. Oh my god, and we did! Oh my gosh, guys, just use Quicka right before he does that attack. Oh my god, that's so perfect. I've never avoided that. That's so cool. Yeah, we dodged his ram attack. Now he's gonna pay. The enemy vessel's wide open. Let him have it, Vice. Alrighty, and we get the opportunity to use the Moonstone Cannon, but we don't have enough to use it, so that sucks. Is what it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and just wallop on him as we have been doing. Ooh, looks like we don't have enough to do that. You know what? I'm still gonna keep it on that C square because I want that extra damage. I really do. And then go ahead and just heal us up real quick just to make sure that we're okay. I don't want to go down mid-fight. That would be terrible. I know we have the advantage, but this game is mean sometimes. Alrighty, the moment of truth. Let's hope we take him out here. Oh, and we did. Thank goodness. That was a really fun fight. I really enjoyed that. I feel like the difficult part is just making sure you don't let your health get too low at any point. But that was really cool that the Quicka allowed us to avoid his whole smash. I really liked the animation for that as well. I always thought that if we were ever in battle together, that we'd be on the same side. Prince Enrique, is there anything I can do to make you reconsider? No, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back to Valua. I know that you've noticed a change in the Empire as well. They're headed down a dark path. Trying to rule the world with an iron fist, it will be Valua's downfall. This world, this sky, is not Valua's to rule. It belongs to the people. And to right the wrongs that Valua has committed, I have decided to travel with Vice and his companions. Tell that to my mother, and also that I pray every day for her good health. This is goodbye. I must go. Be well. Farewell, young prince. Those kids are great, and they just took out the Armada with one ship. They make me feel like sailing again. Vice, you put on quite a show. If you make it back from the Dark Rift, I hope you come back here and take me with you. I can't believe I'm saying this. You hear me, kid? You better make it back.